Hello dear students, in this video we are going to learn about the process of transportation of food in plants by translocation. So it is a process in which the food that is synthesized in the leaf is transported to its various areas or into various locations of plant body. As we know that the plants are autotrophs and they can synthesize its food by taking the inorganic substances like the carbon dioxide and water. So the food that is synthesized in the leaf is the source and the sink that is where it is needed. Say for example root in this diagram, but not only root but it can be transported to various sites, for example in the growing region, in the leaf itself or in the stem, buds, fruits, etc. So to explain this, let me take an example. To take your regular classes, you need to go to your school, right? So from your house to your school, you need a means of transportation, maybe your school bus. So your school bus will drop you from your house to your school for your regular classes, right? So similarly, in plant also, the food which is synthesized only in the leaf has to be transported to the roots or to the area where it is needed. So it requires a means of transport system, and that is provided by a special type of tissue which is called as the phloem tissue. And this phloem tissue comprises of many units or different cells, including the seed tube, which is a tube-like structure, a seed plate, which contains the holes or which are perforated for the movement of the food molecules, and the companion cells, and also the phloem fiber and the phloem parenchyma that gives the mechanical strength, and also it helps in the storage of food. Now, to understand the mechanism of this transport, let us see here. The food which I have made it into a red dots here in the leaf, which is synthesized by photosynthesis in the form of sucrose. So this sucrose initially is transported to the companion cell by consuming energy in the form of ATP, which is called the active transport. So the food is loaded, right? This process also can be called as loading. Okay. So loading of the food from the leaf to the companion cell by active transport by consuming energy, and secondly it will be transported to the companion cell by passive means, or passively it will move to the seed tubes. Okay. So in the seed tube, because of this loading of the food molecule, gradually it will increase in its concentration. So it will reach a situation, or it will reach the condition of a hypotonic solution. So due to the hypotonic condition reached in the seed tube, now the water molecules which are present in its adjacent site, that is in the xylem bundles or in the xylem tissue, the water molecules which are present at its adjacent site, say for example here, so these black dots, so these water molecules will also move to the companion cell and then to the seed tubes. Okay. So as a result, here an osmotic pressure will be created. Okay, an osmotic pressure will be created. So two things or two factors are very important here. That is, number one, the turgor pressure, and secondly, the osmotic pressure. Okay. So the turgor pressure and osmotic pressure, because of the movement of molecule continuously, the loading of the food, and also due to the higher concentration of the solute in the seed tube, the movement of the water will take place inside the seed tube, which will create which will increase an osmotic pressure and also the turgor pressure, due to which now it will start to move to its low pressure area. So say for example the low pressure area in the root. Okay. So in the root, a low pressure area, now it will start to move, and due to this movement along its low pressure area, now the food will reach, say the food here, the red dot here, now the food will reach to its sink or to its required place, suppose say in the root. So here it will be unloading of the food. Okay. So in this way, the food that will be needed by the root will be consumed and also it will be stored there. That is why in some example we have, for example, the sweet potato, it has the reserve of food that is in the form of starch. So it will be stored there. So this is why during during spring season, when there will be lacking of the leaves, or during the spring season, food which is stored in the root also can move towards its sink or where it is needed, maybe in the growing region of the leaf, in the growing areas or in the young leaves or buds. Okay. So here we can understand that the movement of food with the help of this phloem tissue is bidirectional. That is from the leaf to the root and also from root to its leaf, that is in the spring season. So it depends. Because here we can understand during the spring season when the leaves are young, it requires food for its growth and development. And concentration of the food is higher in case of food because as they are already storing it. Right. So in this way, due to this mechanism of transport, the food can be further, it will be transported to the leaf. So in this way, we can say here that the transport of food by the phloem tissue is from its source to its sink. Okay, from its source to its sink. It can be from leaf to the roots, and also it can be from root to the leaves. So it depends, right? So in this way, the food is transported with the help of the phloem tissue. As I have mentioned here about the food being actively transported initially and then passively to the seed tube, and due to hypertonic condition reach in the seed tube, there will be the movement of water molecule as well, right? So water molecule also will move along the food towards its low pressure area. Like the low pressure area, let it be the roots, right, where it is needed. So the low pressure area is the sink and high pressure area will be the source, of course. Then it will be transported there. So all the food that is transported are not consumed at the same time. They are also stored. And this is why from the root it can be transported back to the leaf when it is growing, suppose when it is young in its shoot or in the growing buds. Right? So this is how food is transported. That is why transportation by phloem tissue is called bidirectional. Okay? So phloem transportation is bidirectional. So bidirectional means both from leaf to the root and root to the leaf. So with this we can learn that how food is transported in plants with the help of phloem tissue. So I hope this video will help you in understanding and conceptualizing about the topic. So with this I end today's video lesson here. So till then, bye bye.